Hello guys, this is Tools. Today I'm going to review a new pricking iron from BEAGLE. I already did a part 1 unboxing and where to buy this tool, and I'm going to focus on more on the tools in part 2. Just show you quickly, on eBay, ebay.com, you can Google French style leathercraft pricking iron stitching lacing punch chisel tool BG1 and you will find this, and so you can select your size. I selected 3.38 millimeter, and then you can select the model. So there's 2 plus 10 prongs. So depends on the size, which prongs you can get. For example, if you choose 4 millimeter, this becomes 2 plus 9 prongs. So you can also choose 5 prongs. You can also include 2 plus 9 prongs, and you can also include 5 prongs, and you can add to the cart, and you can check out everything is same. I waited about 3 weeks for them this to be made, and then after they sent, I got it within a week. So total wait time 4 weeks for them to I have it in my hands. So I think it's not too long. It's fair enough, so I have no problem with it. Okay, so I was testing this tool quite a bit, and I was very impressed how they performed, because I was very surprised at how thin and small the teeth were. That was the reason that I bought this tool, because you can just see from the video that it has so thin teeth. It's almost like a comb you can brush your hair with. Okay, it has a very thin teeth and very narrow teeth. Okay, but it's well finished. Overall finish in this tool is amazing. For the price, it's amazing. Okay, so as soon as I received the tool and unboxed it, first thing I just thought in my mind was, wow, the quality is amazing. Okay, so these are EDM cut, which means the electro discharge machining. It's very highly accurate machining, so it's even higher accurate than laser or CNC, those water jet, those kind of thing. They are even accurate, those kinds of machining, lasers and CNCs and the water jets are pretty accurate, but EDMs are really accurate. They go really high precision, and this is also EDM cut. So the spaces between these teeth are very accurate. It's more than you have to go with. So it's highly machined, highly well machined tool. And these are made in China. They made Chinese craftsmen make these tools by hand. So after they EDM cut this steel from the plate, they hand file these, and it's their job is pretty amazing. It's very well crafted. They're well done. Very good job. Made in China quality is not low as it used to be. If you pay good amount, you will get good quality. Okay, so made in China doesn't usually mean raw quality or cheap stuff nowadays. So made in China level has been changed a lot since recently. Okay, so again, this is what it looks like, and the first thing that I thought in my mind also is the size. It looked pretty small, and I mean short in my eyes. And after comparing with other pricking irons, this is just a normal, and actually, it's a good size for using it on the leather. If it's too long, I'm not sure. I have a medium hand, so I'm okay with it. But if you have a big hand, you might run into some problem. But I don't think it's a big issue. To give you an idea, I'll just measure the sizes for you. So this is just for your notes. This is the size 3.38 millimeter one, and the width of the tool is more than 3 centimeters. Okay, and the length is 12 centimeter long. Okay, so it's a good size. This one is a 2-prong. Also, it has a very thin teeth. Okay, and also looks like this. Well, it's very well finished. The laser etching is clean. It's very clean done, and the overall finish and the flatness on the tool is very well done. Usually, if you go for these kind of things, even though you satin finish the surface, you can still see the uneven surface throughout the from here to here. But this is well machined. It's very flat and it's very well finished, so you can touch with your finger. It doesn't catch you anything. There's no sharp corners, and it's just well finished. So I can feel that they just cut it out and ground the teeth. They also took their time to finish the every corner and the aspects of it. And usually when they do, this is what it calls chamfering. So what you do is that you take off the corners with grinder, and if you don't do this well, if you do to hurry, this will get uneven chamfering, and what they do is very good job. Okay, so nice chamfering and nice grounding, smoothing as well, very well done. This one also, they took their time to make it smooth and everything. Everything is even and well done. You don't see a lot of flaws or anything like that. So my cameras, I think it's because of the light. My camera start to not focusing very well recently. I'm not sure why, but sorry for the unfocusing. But yeah, here we go. It works. Okay, so definitely you can see it's satin finished and then polished, so it has a good reflection, but it has a good grip too. It's not slippery, and every size and corners and these sharp edges are rounded, so it doesn't hurt your fingers. So it's very well machined. Look at this. You can't really fake your light, so if you see, this is well done, so well machined. Okay, for the price of $100, I received with a DHL, because you order more than $100, they changed to DHL. Actually, it's a CNE Express, but it's changed into DHL while in Germany. So I received the DHL, and it's just for the money, and the shipping is unbelievable. So the price is amazing, I think. The steel is chrome tool steel, chromium tool steel. They don't really tell you what kind of steel it is made. So I respect them, so I didn't really go crazy on that. But they told me it was chrome tool steel, and the chromium tool steel. I don't think it's a stainless, but highly chrome makes it more stain resistance. So it's a tool steel, so it's a strong and tough and wear resistant steel, which means these teeth are not going to easily broken while you do the normal using. But they also told me that you have to be careful, because if you drop, these teeth will break or bend. So it has a very thin teeth, and the material is good steel, I should say. Chromium tool steel is pretty good, but you have to be careful. Don't abuse, and do not drop your precline, especially this. Okay, so you have to be careful, and you have to use correct surface to protect your teeth. Okay, don't use it on a glass, don't use it on a marble. Okay, so chromium tool steel. I think this is just my rough guess. Totally, I think it's SKD11. SKD11 is D2 tool steel, and that's a chromium tool steel, and that's the steel that you can get easily around the world. You can get in US as D2, and you can get it from Japan as SKD11. Those two steel are not exactly the same, but it's a equivalent steel, so that you can call each other D2 or SKD11. Both ways. So I think this is made of SKD11, but I'm not sure. This is not provided by the manufacturer. This is my total guess. So it's a good steel. SKD11 is a good steel. Chromium tool steel, this is what they told me, so I don't know. Okay, so I want to compare with other precans that you already know. This is the famous Emiroque. This is the old version, 3.38 millimeter 5 prongs. Very well made pricking iron. It's good job. I think it's one of the high-end pricking iron they ever made. It's very nice. It's Emiroque. It's like, you know, very nice pricking iron. It's a good size and good shape. I like this a lot. And if you compare this, it's almost they're identical, same size. Okay, let me just hold it up to show you. Yep, almost same size. Okay, but teeth shape is different. Let me tell you again, this is 3.38 millimeter, and this is also 3.38 millimeter. Okay, so these has the same teeth. Okay, same teeth spacing, and look at this difference. Okay, look at this. Yeah, it has a longer teeth and a narrower teeth. Okay, I just overlap this, and I'll just to show you. Yeah, you gotta be careful. This metal on metal contact is not good. Okay. Yep. It's like this. Okay. Oh, I think Emiroque is very slightly longer. Yeah. I think 1 or 2 millimeter longer. Yeah. Yep, they're this much. Emiroque is slightly longer than this Beagle one. Okay, but has a longer teeth. So which means that if you use very thick leather, even though you penetrate this all the way through, it will still have a smaller holes. Okay, that's what it's good for. Okay, and comparing with the two tooth prongs, it has a yep, actually, yep, it's two prongs. Is, you know, Emiroque is slightly longer than the Beagle, and I think it has a wider body and thickness also. Emiroque is a little bit fatter in the handle, and tapered down all the way to the tip. And if you compare these two closely, yep, there you go. Both are well finished, well polished, nice teeth. But Beagles are narrower. Okay. Not just comparing this, I will show you how it's should I say, how it's used. I mean, how well penetrate the leather. So this is just the normal cutting board, and I got from IKEA, and I'm going to show you how well it penetrates the leather. This is just a batch 10 leather, 2 mil thick, and I'm going to just do it like this using this hammer. Penetrate through. Okay, and I think one shot it's still good. Yep, with a one blow it penetrates all the way through. 2 mil vegetable thick leather. So size, you know, holes looks like this. I'm going to show you. Yep. Okay. So in comparison, for the holes, Beagle 1 is smaller and the Emiroque is longer. So it looks like this. Okay, almost same angle, identical angle. And here I did a stitching, and this is done with thinner thread, and this is done with a thicker thread. And look at how different it is. I think almost stitching looks same, but I think for the beagles you don't have any bigger holes, so I think it looks different. You know, you don't see much holes for the from the Amirok, right? So for the beagle, I think it's a little bit better, but I'm not sure. I think it depends on the people. And this small holes makes it small. You know, the needle has to go through the holes more tightly, so you have to consider that also. So if you are good with stitching with the Amirok, because it has a bigger holes, your needles go through easy. But for the beagle, it wasn't easy for me to do it, but it just depends on person. But I think beagles looks a little bit better because it has a smaller horse. But choices are yours. So I want to just show you example of I could try to show you every needles and every stitchings and everything, but the possibilities are so much endless. So I just want to show you two example, thin and thicker thread, what it looks like. You see some of the tear outs. It's not because of the pricking iron, and this is just the leather. This leather is pretty old. I think it shows you some of the tear outs on two pricking irons here and here. But this is just a leather problem. It's not about the pricking iron, so bear in mind. Okay, so it's like this. So almost no difference, but you still see the difference between two. Okay. So choices are yours, and that's it. So Beagle pricking iron. It's good to see another pricking iron that it works great with a great price for $100. It's I think it's hard to beat. This will become really hard to beat affordable tools that it's I love it. I love this a lot. So I think this is 2 mil thick leather. When I do it on thicker leather, if I use this on a more thick leather, like wash straps or any kind of bags that has a very good thickness to it, if I use this, I will get same size hole throughout this part. So I think I will benefit from it. But if you're using only thin leather, like within 2 mil or less than 2 mil, I think you'll see no difference between Amirok or Blanchard or Beagle or whatever print iron you're using, because you're only making the hole only from the surface, and there's no difference. So if you use thick leather more than 2 mil, as it gets thicker as you use it, you will benefit from thin and long teeth. So that's where I recommend. And you don't have to use all if you use this pricking iron. So remember that I made a video about how to get a good stitching, and I will put the little box at the end of the video. You can also watch that. What I tell you guys was that you can still make a good stitching with cheap irons, and the way that I did was just to make a mark, and then you use O's to make a hole, and then you do the stitching. Then you won't have a big holes, and your stitching look great. Okay, but if you invest your money into tools like this, it's $100 cheap for pricking irons, but still a lot of money. Quite a lot of money for a tool. And if you invest a tool like this, you can save your time using O, and you can just penetrate all the way throughout the lines, and you will still get smaller holes. So this is why you want to invest in good tools, because you can get more of a time. You can save your time. So you know, you can use this tool or you can not use the tool. You can invest your labor more, but you know, just, you know, crafting is, you know, all about time. You know, you spend less time on a leather goods, you know, you know, it's all about time. So your time does matter when you do make a profit into it. So think about it. So this is a good example of a good tool. If you have a good tool, you will make a good result with a short time. So this is it. I highly recommend it, BEAGLE. Okay, it's one of the new company that caught my attention, and I want to try, and my money was well spent. I love it. Okay, so BEAGLE. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, and you know, please give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and you can also watch my other videos. I've been doing the YouTube quite a while, but people don't know me much, so you know, you can make my you can also click my channel and you can see my other videos, and I've done some videos a lot in the past also, so you can watch that also, and it's good, you know, it's good to, you know, share the information with you guys. Alright, so thanks for watching, guys, as always, and I'll come up with other videos, and I hope you spend a great day, and I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.